Welcome again to our weekly marketplace influencer online. Her name is Rachel Rustia. She's currently a Kagawad and a public servant basically. Nakita ko na she really works hard about it. And that it really encouraged me also. But same time, she does additional job. Syempre, of course, a typical person who's working right now, trying to try to get more income. Siyempre may mga pangailangan. And what she's doing is really perfect to our situation, especially we do not know what's gonna happen. And especially right now, as we are about to enter, we're in a ECQ again, and people are worrying, ano ma pwede kong gawin? So, we'll ask her questions also. So, yung unang tanong ko kasi, syempre, I will not mention the location na lang, but as a barangay kagawad, what encouraged basically what encouraged you to go into public service?
Well, first of all, thank you for inviting me to talk with you and discuss more about the options with doing business as a financial advisor. But yes, before that, the reason why that I got myself into public service was because actually the intent it was very accidental. It was supposed to be my brother who was invited to run, but it turned out to be me who ran and got into office. But the work in public service, hindi kasi siya parang it's not exclusive or it's not limited only to wanting to run, but it was there all along. When I was in high school, I used to volunteer for Make-A-Wish Foundation, Tulong sa Kapwa Kapatid, and World Vision. And in college naman, I got into the student council. Maybe that's the reason why the curiosity for going for public office after the collegiate years went into my mind. But in fact, even before naman running, these organizations I have been supporting these organizations ever since. And I feel like when I did run, the passion just became an added responsibility, which I embraced naman and I enjoyed. So ayun, while I was in office or while I was elected, I was also I was still doing the work, the volunteer works with the NGOs and the partnerships. At the same time, I got into a company which is ProLife UK as a financial advisor.
Before we move into that, at least kasi we're siguro just a short sharing na lang. What have sa public service, ano yung pinaka na-enjoy mo? Kasi it's not an easy job. Basically, it's not a high-paying job. Basically, it's not. Kung ako, kung mag-iisa pala ng sweldo, wag na yan. Mag-corporate ka na lang.
That's true. That's true. Honestly, what I enjoyed most is the partnerships with non-government organizations and organizations such as how we met, yung Ortigas professionals team. Kasi not everyone in office are, kasi parang when I got into the service of working in the barangay, what I had in mind was not the traditional quadrado work na okay, you have to follow what the government does, ganyan. I wanted to think out of the box. And dun ko na-enjoy kasi we were able to do partnerships with non-government organizations. So if the barangay has projects that needs to be done, that we want different or we want unique, the partners were the ones who allowed me to execute these projects.
Okay. So my next question is, you mentioned already you're a financial consultant, planner, advisor of ProLife. What really encouraged you to do this task? What did this kind of job, what encouraged you?
Yes,
What motivates you?
interestingly, the business of being a financial advisor, well, it's not, you don't necessarily have to do it full time unless you really wanted to dedicate yourself to it full time. But while doing it as a part-time financial advisor, you're already earning and doing it well, and with the mindset of thinking about doing it regularly, which allows you to do it full time, you earn or you get the benefits of a full-time financial advisor already. So, in fact, it it bec- it got proven nga last year during the pandemic kasi when there were a lot of people na nare-retrench, na nawawalan ng work, ganyan, we were lucky enough to be getting our commissions regularly. So we're really lucky to have, to be a financial advisor. With Tommy's
Learning from her, siguro yun, for those who are viewing, one thing I learned from her about public service, kasi it's a thankless job at times. Pag sa public service, hindi naman ganun kalaki ang kita talaga, and it's nice to hear about she creating collaboration partnerships, kasi yan yung wala right now for most people, because people are so afraid of dealing with others. They are hiding behind the keyboard already, to the point na hindi mo nakilala. Sa sobrang takot din nila, iba ng picture nila, hindi mo kilala talaga mga tao right now. And that's why public service is something challenging. At the same time, the reason why she mentioned I invited her, kasi with this new ECQ, and of course a new round of unemployment, retrenchment, ang nakita ko, it's, we Filipinos by nature, we are entrepreneurial. Pero kailangan na talaga alamin din natin yung anong babagay din sa atin. Kasi katulad sa'yo, Rachel, how long you been doing this kind of being a financial advisor? Paano, gano'ng katagal na?
It's nice, Tommy, na you brought up the idea of, business, yung Filipinos being very business-minded. Pero kasi marami rin tayong na business-minded. Sometimes, we tend to invest a little more. And syempre, since we are all, some are experimenting on new businesses, so sometimes they tend to put in a higher amount for capitalization. Pero hindi nila nababalik yun. Kumbaga, some businesses flip and flop. Ayun, gano'n. Parang hindi rin nagiging successful. So, well, what's nice about being a financial advisor, you just sign in and then you pay your license fees, and then the exam fees, and then once you're licensed, you can start earning already as a financial advisor. I was with the company since 2018, so I have been doing this for over 3 years now. Okay. And there are times when and what's good about the business, it's flexible enough na if there are times that you want to relax from selling or from meeting clients, ganyan, you want to take a day or a week off, nasa sayo yun. Kumbaga, it's flexible enough for you to make your own schedules, but at the same time, it's rewarding enough for you to receive enough compensation that will match the compensations of a lot of full-time employees also. So that's what I enjoy, which is siguro kung whoever might be interested, please do try, kasi hindi naman ganun kalaki yung ilalabas nating fees in becoming a financial advisor.
Siguro maganda i-share mo yan kasi well, we live in a times na kailangan talaga maybe dual income in a sense, or depende rin talaga eh. Kasi like for example, what you mentioned, people have this perception pag business, dapat may kapital. So walang kapital, hindi ko gagawin din yan. But at the same time, if you ask people, those who are working in the corporate, ang aspiration is to become self-employed. They don't see themselves staying long in the company. And because of this pandemic, because of this ECQ, the more we should really consider about it also. Pero syempre, pipilitin mo din, hanapin mo din yung bagay sa'yo. Kasi I know of OFWs who are doing OFWs who are doing part-time real estate din because yun yung bagay sa kanila. Ito na lang siguro ay Kagawad Rachel. How would you, what are the qualities or qualifications that makes you the right financial advisor? Kasi minsan kasi inisip ko, mas maganda malaman din ganun. Baka papasok lang yan kasi kumikita ang iba, tapos nakita niya na bakit ako hindi makabenta, ako nasuko na ako. What are the qualities or the qualification that makes you talagang fit for that kind of role?
Yes. Siguro, let's put it into mind na lang that it's also again a business. So, kailangan medyo resilient ka. There are times na may mga clients ka who will reject you, your prospects who will not agree to an interview or agree to meet with you because they are busy or kasi syempre, let's face it, some people see financial advisors as let's say parang may stigma. Minsan may ibang tao ang tingin sa financial advisors is peperahan lang ako nito, ganyan. But what matters more is you understand the actual value of being a financial advisor, which is yun nga, you're there for the person that you are offering a life insurance to along the way until they, parang till death do us part, ganun ang relationship ninyo eh. So, yun nga, one, you have to be resilient kasi business pa rin siya because you also have to, you have to accept that maliban sa it's a business, it's also a sales business. So you're also doing sales. So being in sales, you are subjected to yun nga, rejects, people not agreeing to the offer, etc. But keep in mind na just practice. It's part of life. Tapos you also have to understand also the insurance itself, the benefits of being a financial advisor and the benefits of the product that you are offering, which is insurance. So if you understand naman talaga what insurance is and the importance of it in everyone's lives, then it's easy for you to continue with the business. So ayun, I would also I'm also gonna share na din and be honest na hindi naman regular din ang compensation. Minsan hindi malaki, minsan maliit. Pero nasa sayo yun as a financial advisor. And I think you can hear from the background, my daughter laughing. Kumbaga, I have that, that's something that you cannot exchange. The time that I can spend with my daughter and while being in ECQ in the pandemic. That's something that you cannot, that's a luxury that I don't want to let go. That's why I enjoy being a financial advisor and that's why I'm in the business. Oo.
Okay. Siguro i-sum up ko lang yung share mo. It's really resilient. Actually, kaya maraming mabilis sumuko kasi inisip na agad-agad. It's not, I guess, yun yung mali kasi siguro sa sobrang what the social media depicted or probably media depicted on life na instant talaga pero it requires a lot of work. Basically what you said, it requires a lot of work. Kaya ka lang sumusuko kasi walang resilience, di ka sanay talaga na pag hindi mo makita yung value, especially in example sa insurance, you're not selling a scam. Well, you can verify naman eh. You can verify first what is true life, what, huwag na mention baka bad words na yung ibang competitors niya. But you can verify naman these things. You can verify naman these things. It's so, at the same time, nakita ko din yun sa mga experience mo, the reason why I mentioned about the Kagawad and what you shared also. Kasi karamihan right now, syempre isip ko the younger generations, example na lang, magaling sa keyboard, magaling sa mga ganon. Pero pag into the person na pag harap-harapan na, takot na, matapang lang pagtago yung kasi hindi ako mamumukaan, ganon. The thing that made your work as Kagawad and nakita ko yung common niya, because you're a Kagawad, you were able to expose yourself with people, collaboration, partnerships. it builds a certain confidence na uy, parang masaya yung ganito, building relationships with people. Basically, that's what you're doing also as a financial advisor, because you're not gonna just sell to someone, bahala kan sa buhay mo. It's still a continuous relationship. So it's a similarities. May nag-share nga kasi sa isang interview ko, before he handled people or dealt with people, he has to volunteer. Basically, he has to volunteer. In your case, that's why going back, a public servant is a thankless job kasi mas marami pang reklamo kaysa sa mga thank you. Walang wala masyado. So, and if you meet Kagawad Rachel, she's very hardworking naman. So of course, syempre pandemic to, may mga daming mga sagabal na. Pero prior to that, you see, you do a lot of things within the community on regards to health. So actually yung nisip ko nga, buti na-mention mo dogs kasi a part of her advocacy is about pets, basically pets in the community. Actually, that's part of her advocacy. Crucial yun kasi imagine mo, because of the pandemic, part of the research right now is kailangan magkaroon ng pet ang isang tao kasi to alleviate the
alleviate the stress. Lalo na with our community, di ba? We are in a central business district, ganyan. Most of us are condo dwellers, so we all live in a small space. So, having pets kind of, relaxes you, relieves you from the hustle and bustle, di ba? And kahit marami ako dito, masarap sila tingnan pag naglalaro kahit maingay din.
I guess kasi yung nga sinasabi nila na people are advising na, because actually there's a huge demand for pets right now because of the situation, because of the depression, mental health, mataas na talaga. So thank you, Ms. Kagawad Rachel, for taking your time for this interview. Siguro for those people who want to ask more about pro-life or about how to become a financial advisor or even about pets, I will tag her name on this video so that you have questions. And if you are from Ortigas or San Antonio, Ortigas, she is a public servant. So hindi may kausapin to. So hindi to she's not obviously she's young, 'di ba? So hindi to yung typical na baka may ugali. Knowing her, she is not a hard person to talk to. So I'll tag her name so that just if you have questions about these things, financial advisory or about Pru or about pets also kasi part of her advocacy yan. So please feel free to, I'll just tag para direct na sa akin kasi maling tao ako pag tinanong sa ko anong ko dyan hindi ko masasagot yan. Thank you Kagawad Rachel for your time, and thank you for those who are watching also. I hope this really helps, especially during this ECQ. God bless everyone.
Thanks, Tommy. Thank you, guys.